and thanks for joining me today. I have an unboxing of Crafter's Companion Box Kit number 12. This is their Stamps and Dies Floral Kit. I haven't started using it yet, but I have opened it, so I do know what's inside. This kit makes a minimum of 24 cards, which really just means that they've included 24 card blanks and matching envelopes. But it seems like all of their kits can really create well more than the minimum that they've stated. So I've mentioned this before. I really think it's pretty unique to the Crafter's Companion box kits that they include different size and shape card blanks, and sometimes they'll even do fancy fold style of cards like your easel cards or diorama cards, shadow boxes, things like that. So it's really nice that they kind of change it up a little, mix it up, and give you something different style of blank canvas to work off of, because if they left it to me, I would just stick to the US A2 size card because it's the most efficient use of a US letter size sheet of cardstock. So in this kit, you get the A2 size, 4¼ by 5½, and 5 by 7. These two seem to be rather standard. And then there's also a 6-inch square, and this one looks to be a 4-inch square. So a couple of different sizes and shapes, so that's really cool. You always get matching envelopes as well, so you've got your card blanks and the coordinated envelopes to go with it. Then in this kit, as is pretty common for all of their boxes, actually I did find a box that did not have any ribbon or flat back pearls, which is definitely the exception because every other box I have purchased so far has both. And what's nice about the ribbon is that you do get it in 3 different colors and 3 different widths. So you get a total of 9 lengths of ribbon, which I think is I kind of prefer having, these shorter lengths of ribbon, but having the variety in both color and size. It's a very usable amount of ribbon, so that's what I like as well. It's not going to be something that's just going to continue to accumulate and take up room in my craft room. So I like that. And each segment is long enough for maybe 2 to 3 cards. It just depends on how you're using it. And so, there's a lot in here, but not so much so that it's not, a usable amount. And then the flat back pearls are really nice. They already have adhesive on the back, so they're ready to go. And they do also come in 3 different colors and 3 different sizes. For my personal taste, the largest size is a little bit kind of high or thick. And so I think, at least in the US, if you were to use this on a card that you intended to put through the mail, you might have to actually pay for extra postage because it sticks up so much. So when I'm using their pearls, if it's a card that I know I'm sending out as opposed to giving to somebody by hand, I'll just stick to the medium and the small size pearls. But all the colors generally are really well coordinated and go with everything else in the kit. And then it looks like we have a small pot of, initially I thought this was embossing powder, but it's actually glitter, and it's really pretty. It's just got that hint of sparkle, and it almost seems a little bit iridescent too, because when I tilt it, I do see different colors. So that's really nice. Then you get so this is kind of the core of the kit. So it's stamps and dies. Although it says floral, but there's a lot of butterflies on here. Let me come back to that and just take a peek at the paper. And, okay, so this time, no pattern paper. You just get solid They're solid cardstock, and their cardstock is white core, and it's a layering weight, so I would say maybe 60 pounds, 65 pound, somewhere thereabouts. So a really good layering weight, and you get 6 different colors. You get a pretty thick stack, so you must get, I'm guessing, 3 or 4 sheets in each of these colors. So I've always found that they're really super generous with their papers. I always, when I start in on a kit to do my flip videos, I'll pull out one of each pattern paper, one of each solid color cardstock, whatever comes in the kit, I'll pull out one of each and start there. And generally that's enough for me to create a good handful of cards and have plenty of leftover. So I have no doubt that the same will be of this kit as well. Lots and lots of supplies that will last well beyond these card blanks. And so now if we get into the stamps and dies. So it looks like there might have been a typo and they had to send a correction to one of their sentiment stamps. So that's in there. And oh, this is really pretty. So lots of butterflies, lots of flowers in different sizes, but it appears kind of all the same shape. So all of the butterflies have the same pattern on their wings. At least, you know, the 4 that do, or 5 that have the pattern, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get 5 little silhouette butterflies, which I was really excited when I got the aqua marker kit because I didn't have any butterflies with that were solid like this, that have the silhouette look, and I really liked using the butterflies as a silhouette because before I got that kit, I always had butterflies that have the full design, because usually you think that's kind of the pretty unique aspect of a butterfly, but it's really nice to create this style of card where you're using the silhouette as well. And then the flowers, you get 1, 2, 3, and they look to be, again, the same shape, just different size. And then it looks like you've got coordinating dies that will cut out the flowers and the butterflies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, interesting. Didn't I count 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. I must have miscounted before. 9 butterflies and 4 flowers. And okay, so that's kind of cool. If you look closely, this die actually does not cut out the whole butterfly. So the cut line on the die ends where the body would be. And so this is going to actually stay attached to your paper. The wings will cut out, and then you'll be able to lift it up off of the page. That's really cool. I don't have any dies that do that. Let me look at wait, hold on. Yes, this is going to be the same. So the flowers are also going to cut. That's interesting. So the flowers cut a double edge. So that's interesting. And it too does not, it has gaps, right, where the cut edges are. So that means this is also going to cut into your paper, leaving it attached, and then some portion of this is going to lift up, and it looks like each petal is double-edged, at least on these larger flowers. The smaller flowers, it looks like it stays attached in the center, and the petals will cut, and so those will lift up. That's really cool. That makes this really super unique because I don't have anything like this in my stash, and so that's really cool. And then on top of that, you get a couple of other fun things like the little stitch line, the dies that will cut a little stitch line to kind of indicate the flight path of the butterfly. So that's really neat. And then you get this double fishtail banner. I don't have anything like that, and this looks a little wonky, so I think that's kind of fun. I like things that are a little wonky because it makes it just feel a little bit more handmade, a little bit more casual, and I'm sure the stamp coordinates with the die as well. And so you also have, if you didn't want to die cut the little flight paths, you've got a couple of different stamps that have that little stitch line to indicate a flight path as well. And then, of course, there's the sentiments, which are really great. And this says, "As pretty as a butterfly, thank you so much. From small beginnings come great things." That's a really nice sentiment. I don't think I have anything like that. Beautiful, love. Oh, handmade with love. Love that. I can definitely use this. Oh, that's the one with the typo. It has an R here instead of a T. Very cool. And I would definitely use that outside of this kit too. I love when, I love actually stamping something like this onto the envelope or onto the back of the card. So I think that's pretty cool. This is one of the rare stamp sets that doesn't have a happy birthday sentiment. I just noticed that. But, you know, that's probably something that most of us have in our stash anyways. But I've always noticed there's at least one happy birthday in most of the stamp sets, but I'm not missing it too much. I'd rather have these really cool butterflies and flowers that I can then, you know, do these partial die cuts with. So I'm really excited to use this kit. I think these stamps and dies are really unique, and everything in this kit seems really well coordinated, so pretty excited to dive into this kit. So stay tuned for my flip video where I use this box kit to create at least one flat, one layered, one interactive, and one pop-up card. Until then, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.